A few years ago, I was talking to one of my sons, and he probably was in his 30s by that time, and mid 30s maybe. And I was made a statement, and I said, you know what? I just don't know about your generation. I said, man, the language, how we're degrading women, the drugs and, the killing, so on and so forth. He said, man, I just don't know. And my son looked at me and he said, Dad, that's what disgusts me about your generation. You keep complaining about a generation that you actually created. He said, what did you think when you and mom was sitting on the sofa, snorting the cocaine, smoking the reefer, doing the drinking, having the arguing and the fights and the partying and all the crazy music and language y'all was using around us while me and my brother was sitting on the sofa, playing in the floor, walking through the house. He said, when you set an environment like that for us, he said, what did you think was going to happen to us? He said, that's what disgusts me about your generation, because you have the nerve to complain about a generation that you actually created. And I said, wow. I say that to say, parents, don't underestimate the power of what you let get in your children's ears and what you let get in front of their eyes, because it is creating a mindset and a worldview on how they think the world is supposed to be. All right. Love to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, I'll say this right here. Although he spoke a lot of facts, because you definitely have to be very cautious and mindful about what you expose your children to. But I'm going to jump on the son as far as this right here. I'm not going to blame the past generation, the previous generation, for everything that my generation does. Only because what's the first thing what people say when they get grown? I'm grown, you can't tell me nothing. How many times have we seen and witnessed stories of people out here with great upbringings and everything? You done gave them the world, you done took them to Chuck E. Cheese, you showed them how to write, type, how to build houses, all these different types of things. Gave them all the gyms, had, taught them about financial literacy and everything. You done gave them the whole damn nine, and they still get out here and F it all up. So I'ma just say this, man, what my generation do ain't got nothing to do with your generation. I'm not gonna take whole accountability for all that crap. I will take some, but I'm only gonna take it amongst my household and not what the rest of these weirdos doing. Because I'm gonna tell you now, right now, bro, everybody, one thing my mama always told me is that everybody's generation is better than the one in front of it. So say for example, she said your grandma's generation was better than mine better than yours, and yours is probably gonna be better than your kids, whatever. And this is what we actually believe, because who wouldn't feel like their generation isn't better? Less drama, less BS and all that stuff. But hey, man, it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, the way I see this new generation right now, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. And I'll tell you what, I'm not finna sit here and act like, I'm not finna be sitting here looking at my kids saying, hey man, I'm going to take 100% accountability and responsibility for y'all acting the way y'all act. No, bro, that ain't how I raised you. It's way too many people out here for me to take that type of accountability for y'all doing some weird ass shit. That's just what I'm saying, man. But I do get it. You have to be careful about what you expose your kids to, because that stuff do lay on you, and that is a part of having blood on your hands. So you just got to know the balance and know what part you played. But I'm not taking no credit for all the stuff that these weirdos do just because they want to be weird together. Many of us done had plenty, more than enough tangibles to come with living a successful, peaceful life. But many of us, just like what God said, man, God gave us all free will. We gonna do what we want to do, and don't put that mess on me because y'all want to act up and be weird.